Welcome back, guys. USC's quarterback Sam Darnold was projected by many to be the number one ranked player in this year's upcoming draft. However, Darnold has been mediocre at best through 3 games, throwing for just over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Guys, is Sam Darnold the real deal, or have we oversold his potential?
I think it's ridiculous that we're asking this question, have we oversold his potential? This guy brought USC out of the depths last year. That team was going downhill until he took over the starting job, right? And it is fair. I think people forget he started 13 games in his career, right? You need to give this guy a little bit more time to show what he can do. He was impressive last year. Maybe he's gotten off to a slow start, but I think people look into stats a little too much. And I think people, when they think of USC quarterbacks, they think of this mold, this rhythm passer who just drops back, releases the ball quickly as possible. That's not Sam Darnold. He's very unique. When you think of USC, you think Matt Leinart, Mark Sanchez, Cody Kessler. They're all the same
I really don't want to think of those guys when I think. You may say think USC quarterbacks. You make me not want to think USC quarterbacks.
No, listen, I'm right there with you. The last good quarterback they had was Carson Palmer. It's been a while. And Darnold, he's this unique guy. His playmaking ability, it's a major positive. He can always make something out of nothing. You see this guy, he rolls out of the pocket, he keeps his eyes downfield, he improves the team around him, he just makes plays that he shouldn't make.
You know, I hear that about a lot of quarterbacks over a lot of different drafts. Same storylines shoved down our throats all the time. And look, I don't doubt they're nice guys, but some don't always come out on top. Now, I think in this topic, we're talking about Baker Mayfield of Oklahoma versus Sam Darnold of USC. Now, granted, I like Sam Darnold. I think he has a lot of potential, but currently I got to side with Baker Mayfield. Why? Because for starters, Sam Darnold is only in his 2nd year of collegiate ball, and Baker Mayfield's in his 4th. And Baker Mayfield has played at 2 different schools, remember. He was at Texas Tech for 1 year. And I've been following Baker Mayfield since then because I thought he was a good quarterback. He's got more experience. I'll give Sam Darnold this. He's in a much more competitive conference when it comes to football because Pac-12 versus Big 12, it's not a competition at all. What do you got in Big 12? You got Oklahoma, sure. Yeah, that's like the face of the conference. Texas is kind of slowly crawling its way back from the depths of hell. And then there's just everyone else. So I'll give Darnold that he has much more stiff competition over the course of the year, but Baker Mayfield has also done very well on his own. He won the Sugar Bowl last year. He threw for 2 touchdowns and over 200 yards. I got some touchdown stats. In 2015, he was 36 for 7. In 2016, he was 38 for 8. And currently, he is 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. Where how many interceptions is Sam Darnold throwing currently?
He has 6 interceptions this year.
Ah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Now, I'll admit, Darnold, he won the Rose Bowl last year. That was very good on his part, but I just think there's just a lot of pressure on the guy who's only in his 2nd year of collegiate play at USC, which I mentioned earlier has not had a very good track record of quarterbacks. And you brought up Carson Palmer as being the best one. I think that's even questionable, honestly.
Yeah, and it's fair. I think the casual fan looks too much into stats. They see Darnold, he has 1,000 yards. He has 7 touchdowns.
Stats don't lie.
He has 6 interceptions. And stats, I think they can lie. And I think part of it is all the hype this guy gets. And you hear all the hype, you see all these highlight tapes, and then you watch him once, and you're like, that's it? I was expecting more. And I think that's a little unfair to Darnold. I think if you watch him on tape, clearly he projects as the next great quarterback in the NFL. I think one of my favorite things about him, he doesn't panic. He doesn't show that he gets overwhelmed. He makes mistakes just like everyone else, but he has a very short memory. He goes on the sidelines, he studies what he needs to study, he gets back on the field, and he can lead that Trojans team down no matter what.
Well, okay, come April when the 0-16 New York Jets are up for the first pick in the NFL draft, I think they should go with Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
That's my hot take. Well, actually, 2 hot takes.
Take.
Jets go 0-16, but that's not really that hot anymore, is it?
Baker Mayfield over Sam Darnold.
I'll say Baker Mayfield over Sam Darnold. Baker Mayfield just offers more leadership, more experience. I think Darnold has a potential, but I need to see more from him. And currently, I'm not liking what I see, especially from a man who plays for the USC Trojans, one of the most storied and one of the most gifted programs in all of college sports.
That's fair. And Darnold, he's not without his flaws, right? Consistency is a major issue. He'll go out there, bring the team down on a touchdown next drive. He'll make a really bad decision, throw an interception or whatever. That's fair. His footwork, extremely sloppy. I know people have compared it to a baby giraffe learning how to walk. You don't want that
I
out of
didn't
your
hear
franchise
that.
quarterback.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if I'm going to throw a cliche around, he has that it factor. He makes
The it factor.
he's going to be a franchise quarterback. I think when we look back at this upcoming draft class, he's going to be by far the best player, and it won't be close.
I agree with you. I don't think Sam Darnold is like struggling, but again, the guy's good. It's only 2 games, 6 interceptions. He'll be fine. He threw for over 3,000 yards last year, 31 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Well, let's just pump the brakes. Just 2 games. Man, Ryan, welcome to the Extra Point. Nice to have you on the team. That's it for the second topic of the Extra Point. We'll be back after this break.